Hi everybody, welcome to another week's music packet. This is the fourth week of our lockdown experience, virtual music lessons. I hope you've been enjoying them so far. I've been having a lot of fun putting them together. I hope that you're also all staying safe and keeping clean and washing your hands and making sure that you just keep your distance with your friends and enjoy this time with your family. So this week, one thing that's a little bit new from the previous weeks is that we now have a music worksheet. So there are a few questions that I would love for you guys to answer for me. You can print out the worksheet and answer them, and if you would like to, you can take a little picture of it and email it back to me. My email is on the packet, so you'll see it right there. And in order to answer some of the questions, you may actually have to do a little bit of the work. So actually check out the packet itself, click on some of the links, and experience some of the stuff that I'm teaching you this week. So first of all, there's a rhythm exercise. There are 3 rhythms, and each one of the rhythms are from songs or little clips of music that you know. And I want you to tell me which ones they are. And I'll give you 3 quick clues, but I won't give them to you in order, so you have to try and label them and tell me which song is which. So first of all, you know what your teacher always does with you to keep you quiet? Which one is that? No specific order, it's one of those first 3, and I want you to label it. Which one is this? Boom, 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 boom. Buddy, you're a big boy, make it up. We all know that song, right? The famous Queen song. And then the final one, and again, these are in no specific order, so please label them carefully, take a look at them carefully. The final one actually involves something called triplets. And I think with upper elementary, you guys should know what triplets are, but perhaps with some of the younger students, you might not know them yet. Triplets is when we group 3 notes into one beat, and you can recognize it by a little baby 3 that's normally written underneath those triplets. So the triplet rhythm that I wrote out was the drum beat for the song by Imagine Dragons called Believer. And that one goes boom, boom, boom. Upper elementary, you guys all remember that song because we did it at some point a few years ago and had a lot of fun doing it as well. It was a good song to do. We should maybe do another Imagine Dragons song when we get together again. Anyway, also included in this week's packet, our composer of the week is a guy called Tchaikovsky. There's a couple of questions about him as well. Many of you will know him for his very famous ballet that many of you get to partake in or watch around Christmas time called The Nutcracker. But he's famous for many other things, and I included some links there of, besides his famous ballets, I also included some links of a biography just to learn a little bit about his history and where he's from, and also a link to his first piano concerto, which some of you might even recognize. It's a very beautiful piece of music, and his violin concerto too, and I'm a violinist, so that concerto means a lot to my heart, and the gentleman who you'll see it playing in the link is a very famous American violinist called Percussion, who is one of my heroes. Other than that, we are introduced this week to the percussion family of instruments. Remember, there are 3, or you could say 4 families of instruments in the orchestra, and one of those families is the percussion family. So I have some links to tell you a little bit more about percussion and a couple of questions on percussion instruments in the worksheet. And then our instrument of the week this week is a nice and simple one that you guys all know, the ukulele or the ukulele. Where does that word come from? Let's see if you can find out. Click on the links and experience a bit of ukulele research that I did. It's pretty interesting, and it's a really cool instrument, and you'll learn where it comes from even before the ukulele word came into being. It's actually an older instrument than that. And then finally, I have some fun links for you guys to enjoy to do with dance. You know, I always include some fun links, and this week I wanted to I was thinking a lot about dance, and I thought, let me just put some really fun dance videos in there. So I hope you enjoy them. If you have any other fun ones that you would like to share with me, please include that in the email that you sent to me with your worksheet, and I look forward to receiving that. I hope you're all doing very well. I wish you all the best to you and your family. We'll see you next week. Thank you.